Mepal today, and it's pretty cold as you can see by the weather. Gonna be doing some motos and doing some sprint laps as well towards the end of the day when the track gets a little bit rougher. Just see how everything is. As I said, it's my first ride since Preston, and just make sure the bike's working all good.
Take a look around. There's a world that's up there too. It could be for me and you. On the emotional, on the emotional, on the emotional.
The 2013 season, I had an option to ride a Suzuki. I decided to go that way as I rode a Suzuki in Dubai in 2011 and really enjoyed how the bike felt straight out of the box. So the guys at TAS helped me out with the bike, and they're building my race bike, which is really good.
Living your life in a plastic bag, thinking of what you could have had. Nothing will be the same no more. Just what are you looking for? Where you looking for another world underground? Why don't you take a look around? There's a world that's up there too. It could be for me and you. On the emotional, on the emotional, on the emotional.
Hopefully by the end of the year we can be very close to the top 5 in the British Masters, and then depending on what rounds we get in with the Maxxis and Redbull, see where we run there, but I'll be happy with some solid top 10s there. And ultimately like to get into the Grand Prix of the European Championship, and if we do any good there, then go to America, because that's where the dream is and everything's bigger and better. This year we'll be focusing solely on the British Masters and the Pro MX2, and then hopefully getting an odd round in the Maxxis and the Redbulls as well through the season. Other guys that are helping me still is Fox Europe, Moto X Team, Chris and Dean helping me out, Pro Decals doing all my decals, and Dave Garland from MBO Sports has just started helping me out now. Optic is doing all my printing for my race shirts. Sam Hobson's doing all that to help me out. Cole Anderson from Cole Anderson Suspension has been helping out with the suspension, and he's done a good job so far to get the bike working as good as it is. I've done one round of the British Masters so far in 2013. Qualifying didn't go as well as I hoped. I'd never seen the track before and I didn't adapt fast enough. The first race I got a 17th. I struggled with arm pump. In the second race I got a 14th. Also struggled with arm pump again. I think it was just nerves the whole weekend, and it was my first big race for about 6 months. But hopefully we can move forward and have a better round at Fox Hills at the second round. And it's hard pack, which is more suited to what I'm used to riding back home. This year as well, my dad's going to be my mechanic again for the first time in 2 years. He's come out from South Africa, which is going to be good for support and grounding as well. My dad raced as a kid growing up, and then they didn't quite have the funds to afford it when he got older, so he went into BMX racing. But once he was working and could afford it again, he got back into racing. I then came along, and at the age of 3 he bought me a little PW50, which was pretty much the standard starting bike back then, and started taking me to the tracks and just riding around and riding on fields and with the dogs running around and stuff, until eventually racing and doing some national level racing at the age of 7, and then just progressed from there. Got my first real big contract back home when I was 14 years old with Red Yamaha, and then was with Yamaha ever since until I moved overseas 2 years ago, and stayed on Yamaha for the first 2 years in England, and then now is the first year we'll be back on the Suzuki. Something different, new ideas, and good things to look forward to.